Okay. Very good morning, guys. So last day we just learned how to work with how to work with store procedures, right? So we have learned the two examples. In the first example, we have seen how to deal with link code to perform the CRUD operations. And in the second example, we have just been learned how to use stored procedures and to perform the CRUD operation. Okay, with the help of the stored procedures, how the CRUD operations has to be performed. Are you clearer or not? With the help of the stored procedures, how the CRUD operations have to be performed. Is it clear, everyone? Okay, so this is what we have just been learned in our previous session. Well, finally, I given an introduction in the last session. What is it? I want to work with multiple tables. I want to work with multiple tables. But unfortunately, you cannot do multi-model binding to a view. Multi-model binding cannot be done with a view. One view can be bound only with one model. So if I want to work with two tables, then how many models will be there? Two models. So this multi-model binding with a view is not possible. So I said you an answer for you for that. What is that? You need to create a new model class by picking the properties from both the two models and define a new class now. And your view binding will be done with the new model, but database interactions will be done with the actual models. What are actual models? Let us take the DPT and EMP tables as an example. Actual tables will be DPT, EMP. Okay, I'll show you practically so that you'll understand it much better. What's my requirement is I want to develop an application. I want to develop an application now. So my new application should deal with two models. The two models are department and employee. First, let us create these two tables in SQL Server. Okay. So already we have one table in SQL Server now. What is that? A student, right? Now I'm going to create a new table in SQL Server that is a department table and the employee table. Yeah. First table, department ID, integer, primary key constraint. Not only primary key constraint, I'm also using an identity on it. So auto number generation now, starting from 10, increment by 10. Next, name, location. Just three simple columns. Okay, now table created. Next, let me insert some few records into the table. Let me insert few records into the table. Yeah, I want to insert the few records here. And department number I'm not entering here because department number will be auto generated. So execute. Select star from department. How many records you inserted? 4. Check it out. Okay. So 10, 20, 30, 40 are auto generated now. Now I want to create one more table called as employee table. And the table employee table. What is that? Employee ID int constraint primary key. And here also I'm using an identity. Start from increment by 1. Next, employee name, job, salary, department ID. And see, this department ID is a foreign key column. The department ID is a foreign key column. References, department table, department ID. And the last column, nothing to tell. Status. And status has a default value 1. Is that clear? Okay, so this is what we are just creating. So Okay, two tables are created. And I don't want to insert any data into the second table. I don't want to insert any data into the second table. And I'm going to do all those things from my front end. I'm going to do all those things from my front end. From the front end, I'm going to perform this action. Is it clear, all of you? Okay, come on. Let us create a new application, guys. Let us create a new application. Yeah. MVC application and click on the create. Configure the Quad Designer, right click, add, new item, data, link to SQL classes, name, mvcdb.dbml, mvcdb.dbm. Next, open the Server Explorer, configure your database, right click, add connection. Yeah, name, server, SQL authentication, SA 123, and select this encrypt type as false. Save my password. MVCDB test success. Okay. Next, expand this here. Go to the tables. We have 3 tables now. We worked with student table in the previous example. Now, department table. Employee table. Department table and the employee table. And you will see the relationship between the 2 tables. Okay. And department ID, department name, location, employee ID, employee name, job, salary, DID, status. And remember, when you do this, immediately the tables will be, the model classes are generated for you automatically now. So you can see it generated you the 2 model classes. Department is 1 class. Department is 1 class. Employee is another class. Are you getting me? Department is 1 class and employee is another class. One is the department. Second one is the employee. Are you getting me or not? Department is 1 class and employee is another class. These are the 2 things what we just have in this case now. Are you clearer or not? Okay, department and employee are the 2 classes what we have. So now when I'm creating my view, what is the problem is, actually I want to create views for inserting the employee table. I want to create a view for inserting into employee table. So when I want to insert in the employee table, what I will enter? Employee name. ID is auto generation. No? ID is auto generation. What will enter? Name, job, salary, And when you come to department ID, we have a primary key, we have a relation between the two tables here. You cannot enter whatever you want. You need to select. You need to select now. Select from existing department. Yes, if you want to select from existing department, you are required to load there from department table now. Got it or not? Okay, and department ID, selected status is auto generation. Finally, when I'm showing the record, what should I show? I should show employee ID. See, display employees. What should I show? Tell me. Employee ID, name, job, salary, department ID, department name, location, everything I should show now. So you want to get the data from the two tables or one table? Two tables. You want to get the data from two tables now. One is from department, one is from employee. So if that is the case, my view binding should be done with the two models now. And that is not possible. And to resolve this, what is the solution I said to you? Define a new model class, take the attributes from employee, department, and build one new model class and use that for model binding. Use that class for model binding. Okay. So guys, watch. What I'm doing now is, in the models folder, I'm adding a new class, guys. Any name you like. I will give the name as EMPDEPT. Some name. Let me name it as EMPDEPT. Okay, EMP and DEPT. Now, in this EMP and DEPT, I am adding all the properties from the two now. Observe, guys. ID, name, job, salary, department ID, department name, location. Sir, status. See, first example, how to deal with a Boolean, I showed you about status, but status is never shown to user. Status is never asked from the user. Status is an internal value just to maintain the deleted records. That's all. And that is never shown to anyone. Are you guys following me or not? That is only for our purpose, for internal purpose, not for the user. User should not see the status anytime now. User will not enter the status. User will not see the status. Got it? So what is required for me? ID, name, job, salary, department ID, department name, location. Now, when I'm showing to show the employee data, it has to show me the employee ID, employee name, job, salary, department ID, department name, and location. All values should come there. Point clearer or not? Okay, so that is what. So this is actually my requirement is all about. Clearer? So now, for all my views, what I will bind? EMPDEPT, not employee, not department. Okay, first let us start from display, guys. Let us start from the display. First method, display employees. Okay, now, guys, look. Go to controller. Let us add a controller here. Let us name it as employee controller. Employee controller. Okay, look. Public view result display employees. Display employees. Okay, now return view. What should I pass to this? What should I pass to this? All the employee data. All the employee data are the data both from employee and department. Both from employee and department. You're required to put the data from employee, department, and send it. Are you getting me? Means I should pass employee model, department model, EMPDEPT model. EMPDEPT model. EMPDEPT list of EMPDEPT. list of EMPDEPT. Are you getting me or not? Means you need a method that returns you a list of EMPDEPT. Now tell me, do you need a DAL class or don't require a DAL class? Require a DAL class or don't require a DAL class? Require. Why? No procedure. If no procedure, DAL class required. That's what I explained you. Procedures there. No need DAL class. Now I don't have procedures. So what I require? Come on, let's write a DAL class now. Go to models, add a class any name you like. Shall I name it as employee DAL? Employee DAL. Just let me check. I've used the same name in my code. Yes, employee DAL. Employee DAL. Okay, now see, this is just like your student DAL class we defined day before yesterday. Remember, with the 5 methods: get students, get student, insert student, update student, delete student. Same way. First one, public. First method, get employees. Get employees. But what should be the return type? List of EMPDEPT. Name, get employees. Get employees. Are you guys clear? Get employees is the method what I'm writing. And when you're writing this particular method get employees, when you're writing the method get employees now, I want to get the list of employees. What should be written type? Is it clearer or not? Understood? Okay. Well, last time, just because you don't know about the status, I given you an idea, active records, inactive records and all. But very clearly telling here, I never show inactive records at all. What I show is only active records. So there is no need of passing the status conditions and all. What should be shown is only active records. Are you getting me? Now, this list of EMPDEPT should contain the data loaded from employee table plus department table. How do you load data from 2 tables? Join. Yeah, now also you required to write join now. Only in SQL join to get the data from department and employee table. Select E dot employee ID, E dot name, E dot job, E dot salary, D dot department ID, D dot location. And when you're fetching this department ID, you can fetch the department ID from any table you like. You can fetch from employee table also, you can fetch from department table also. You can add E dot department ID also, no props. I can fetch from any of the table, guys, no problem. You can just pick from the employee table or you can pick from the department table. Are you getting me? Okay. Well, I'm getting from department table. From employee E, as is optional here. From employee E, inner join department D on E dot DID equal to D dot DID. This is your query. Is how you write, right? Okay, just look at this, guys. Now, leave the first line. Let us talk on the last line. Our link query started with from employee E. How do you write E as employee? But here not like this. DC dot. For us, what is the table? Employees, not employee. Employees are entity. What is the table? Employees. See now. What is the from table now? I'm also writing the same thing on a table. But how did you write here? Employee. But here we write what? E as DC dot employee. Afterwards, inner join. It is simply join, that's all. Next, department D. Come on, how do you write? Everyone. D as DC dot departments. D as DC dot departments. Next, on E dot DID, just a small change, guys, equals D dot DID. Understand? The last line there and the first line here both are same. But that is in SQL syntax. This is linked syntax. One more time. Can you help? From E as DC dot employees. Not as now. In from E in DC dot employees. E in, let's go read the query now. From E in DC dot employees. Join D in DC dot departments on E dot DID equals D dot DID. Next, what? Select new of, open the curly braces, and you specify the column names you want. That's all. This is a link query. This is a link query. But we need a where clause, guys. We want only active records. How do you add a where clause here? Where E dot status is equals to 1. E dot status equals to 1. How do you write here? Here also same only. Before our where E dot status is equals to true. E dot status equals to true. Select. We are going to write the query. Now let me copy this query as it is. Sorry. Just watch. Where records is equals to, am I sending my query? Oh, DC data context object we did not create. How to create? MVC DB data context DC is equals to new MVC DB data context. Oh, we need import system.configuration now using configuration manager dot connection strings of. We don't know the connection string name. No worries. Open the web.config, copy paste, man. This is a connection string. Copy. Dot connection string. Yeah. Now see, when the query executes, all the data comes into records. How many records can be there? N number. Who knows? I don't know. Are you clear? See what I'm doing next. For each where record in records. Are you clear what I done? What I done? I'm picking one by one record now. Maybe 100 records comes now. I'm picking one by one record. Okay now? After picking that, what I'm doing here is I'm creating an instance of this class. Which class? EMP DEPT. EMP is equals to new EMP DEPT. And for this, what I'm doing, employee ID is equals to record.employee ID. It's showing you, see, what code to write, it's showing you clearly. That will shown all the data. So what you're doing now, by picking this data, you're creating a record of this instance of this class now. Which class? Louder. Now finally, can I say EMPS dot add EMP? The return type is a list of EMP DPT. Yes, yeah. Let's say first what I done, I combined the two tables of data and I'm making it as EMP DPT adding to list. Once the loop execution is completed, can I say return EMPS? Do anyone have any doubts? I'm ready to repeat it. If you have any doubts, come on. Look at the code. What is the return type of the method? List of EMP DPT. Okay, now list of EMP DEPT. The written type is list of EMP DEPT. So if you look at this particular code, first you're creating a empty list. First you're creating a empty list. Once after you create the empty list, what you're doing? You're writing a query. You're writing a query and you're fetching the data from the two tables now. A join statement. All the data comes into records. All the data comes into records now. So now I'm looping and one by one record I'm picking, creating an instance of the EMP DEPT and adding to the list now. Finally, what I'm returning is the list. Finally, what I'm returning is the list. Add method. See, you created a list here. The list is empty now. Or a empty list. You need to add the values to the list now. So what you need to add? What type of values? See, list of string. What will you add? Strings in this. List of integers in it. List of EMP DEPT. You should add EMP DEPT only right now. So what are you doing here? You are creating a instance of the EMP DEPT. And do you remember, if your class doesn't have a default constructor, parameterized constructor, we can initialize the object by using the properties, object initializer. So right now, EMP DEPT class doesn't have any constructor at all. What do you have? Default only. So how am I initializing? I'm initializing by using object initializer now. Curly braces, pass on all the values. And the object is created with all the values added to the list. It is added to the list now. Now, once the loop execution is completed, all values are in the list or not? Return the list. Now, you will get a better idea. Now you tell me, guys, I just wanted to do one thing. What is it? Write a method called get employee. If I pass an employee ID, it has to let me know. Are you getting me? Come on, tell me first, what is the return type? Public return type. Perfect. EMP DEPT, not list. See, recollect. On the day, get students return type is list of student. And get student return type is student only. Now also same. Get employees. List. Get employee. What are you passing? Int ID. Okay, now see, look guys, what am I doing first? You're writing a query here now? The same query, let me copy, guys. The same query, let me copy. Just a minute. Pasting it here. Now I need to add one more condition here, where E dot status is equals to true and E dot employee ID is equals to EID. Are you getting me or not? And now the whole statement in the braces dot single. So what you get now? Record. See guys, I'm using the grammar perfectly there. Record cell here now. Record. Why? One only now. You're picking one only. Did you understand the difference? Here, what is it? You're getting records equals to. And here you're getting record. How do you do that? Dot single. How did you do that? Dot single. So let me copy this. Paste here. Okay, now see what I'm doing. What? EMP DEPT, EMP is equals to new EMP DEPT. Same again. What? Showing you see. Yes, a tab key. That only will show you all the code, what you should write. Finally, that's it. Written EMP. Are you clear? What are you returning here? One EMP. What are you returning here? List of here. The two methods are ready now. Are you clear, everyone? The two methods are ready now. Let us go to employee controller. Can you help me? Public view result, display employee, int employee ID. Okay, return view. Guys, what class instance should I create here? Context or DAL? DAL. So what is this? Input the model namespace using MVC with link 3 dot models. Student, sorry, employee DAL is equals to new employee DAL. Come here. Where employees EMPS is equals to, what will you do? DAL dot get employees. Get employees and simply pass EMPS here. Come on. Where EMP is equals to DAL dot get employee, passing the ID. Come here, EMP. Are you guys clear? Understood or not? Okay. Well, for the time being, I don't have any records in the employee table. Just for example, let me insert few records. We will do that before we insert. Okay, just to do the output, I'm just showing you. I will delete them again. Come on. Insert into employee values, some name, job, salary, department ID 10. Okay, just I'm inserting into these particular columns. What's it? E-name, job, salary, DI. Yeah, one row affected. Same way. Okay, just manager 20. I'll change the department names. Okay, something. Puja 30. Shit. Department number 40. Guys, observe. Now, let us add a view for display employees, and the display employees has to show me the data. Right click, add view. Look, man, this is what I'm telling you. At the rate model. Come on. MVC, sorry. I take time, not loaded. It takes a bit time. Okay, loaded. I enumerable. MVC with link 3 dot models dot EMPDPC. All classes are coming here. But I cannot use employee. If I use employee only I can show. If I use department, I can show only department. But if I use this, I can show both now. I can show both. Okay. The rest of the code is same as your previous example here. Only thing is you're getting the data from different tables here. All the remaining code is same only. Just let me show you. Testing it. Check yourself. You have all these attributes there now. What? Employee ID, name, job, salary, department ID, department name, location. Same way, you're mapping it. Picking all. Next, should call display employee. What are you passing? Employee ID. Edit employee. What are you passing? Employee ID. Delete employee. What are you passing? Employee ID. And also confirmation, on click confirmation now. In the bottom, I have an action link. What is that? Add new employee. Are you clear? Now let us run this. Okay, we'll run this. Before that, let me create the second one also. Which one? And finally, we'll run both. Display employee, add view. Coming to the views here, if you understand how to create a view once, is the same pattern for all the views. Every time what we have, display all, display single, insert, update, delete, that's only. All views will be similar. Maybe your model classes can vary, but the look will not vary. Okay, at the rate model dot dot empdept. Yeah, table format. Is there a table in the bottom? Back button. Which one to run first? Display employees. Run. Yeah, come on, I'm debugging the code. Watch it. Get employees. Shall we go inside now? F11. See now what is created? Empty list. Check it out. Count 0. Now I'm writing a query, and the query is going to fetch the data from the two tables now. For records. Check it out. The 4 records fetched from the two tables now. Understood? The 4 records fetched from the two tables. Fine. Now what you're doing, you're looping now. You're picking one by one record. Okay, come on, watch. Picking the first record. Create an instance of this class. Adding it now. Adding it now. Again, second record. Creating an instance. Adding. Third record. Creating an instance. Adding. Fourth record. Creating an instance. Adding. Checking now. Are there any more records? No. Came out. And now see your list has all the 4 records. Earlier count is 0, but now the count is 4. Now come back. All the records came into EMPS. F5. Is that clear? We got all the data. Actually, I'll see it. All 4 records. Now click on view button. Which record? 1002. The data from 1002. Suresh, manager, salary, department ID, department name, location. Any doubts? Are you clearer? Okay now? So we have written 2 things now. What is it? Display employees, display employee. Display employees and display employee. What next? Public view result, add employee. Public view result, add employee. Sorry, redirect to route result, return, redirect to action. Guys, today I don't have image now. Array, no need the directories. I posted a file, that posted file. I don't require all those things now. Okay, now? Well, now look at add employees, all of you. Well, add employee. This is the get method. HTTP get, HTTP post. I explained all these things to you already. Now, when you click on the add employees, what should happen? Tell me. Launch a view. Tell me what are the fields you're expecting there. What are the fields you're expecting there? Employee ID? Oh, you'll enter, huh? Then why? No need employee ID field. What do you auto generation? So what do you want? Tell me that. Name, job, salary, department ID. Correct? Array, you are going to insert an employee. For every employee, new department will be there. Huh? No. So now understand, array, when you are entering an employee should be falling in any of the existing departments now. Agree or not? The employee should be falling in any of the existing departments. So now coming to the department, I want to show a drop down. Listen to me. What I want to show? A drop down. And that particular drop down has to show me all the existing departments. Following me or not? So that user can select a department now. Don't enter the department. Array, for every employee, new department won't be there. So all the employees should fall into the existing departments. So what should be the option? The option is to select a department. The option is to select a department. So what do you want? A text box for entering the name, a text box for entering the job, a text box for entering the salary, a text box for selecting the department. Sorry, not a text box, a drop down to select the department. Okay, observe. Right click, add view. Okay, at the rate model MVC with link 3 dot models dot empdept. Okay, watch first a title. Next, at the rate using HTML dot begin form. Actually, do I need to pass any parameters? Tell me. No need. Why? Array, you want to call add employee only, same controller only. But last examples we passed it, sir. We passed it because we want to use that HTML attributes. We want to use the what attributes? E and C type. And unfortunately, if you want to pass the HTML attribute, there is no overload which takes only HTML attribute for us now. Compulsory, we need to pass all four. What? Control, action method name, controller name, form method, and the HTML attributes. That is why I used. Here I don't require. If you still want to pass only two things here. What are the two things? Action method name, controller name. Still not required. Not required. If you pass, no issue. If you don't pass also, no issue. No need. I'm leaving it. Okay, now next we want some text box to enter. Okay, look at this three first. First, one text box for name, one text box for job, one text box for salary. This is same old, nothing new now. What next? I want a drop down. I want a drop down. Okay, just a minute. Watch it carefully. I want a drop down here. I want a drop down. Before that, I added a label. I added a label. In the label, what I'm showing, name. What is this, sir? Yes, na. You will show number. You will understand here what is 10, what is 20, what is 30, and what is 40. What should be shown? Marketing, sales, production. That is what has to be shown to the user now. So that's why what is that? I want to show the name. Okay. And now remember, I'll add a drop down here. Adding a drop down at the rate HTML dot drop down list. At the rate HTML dot drop down list. Clear. This drop down list has to get the data. This drop down list has to get the data from where? Louder. From the department table. From the department table. Means you're required to bind department binding here. Yes or not? But when you come to employee binding, two model binding cannot be done. Tell me, guys. So what we done? EMPD, but this EMPD is empty now, na? It's not a list even, it is empty. Why is it empty? Go to your controller, guys. Go to your controller. Did you pass anything here? Then EMPD is blank now. Where is the data? Did you catch my point or not? Okay. So imagining it is empty, what I'll do, I'll pass EMPD EMP is equals to new EMPD and I'm passing EMP. Then also use. Now also empty only. Agree or not? Now also it is empty only. Now also it doesn't have any values. So we can load values here. From which table you load? EMPD is designed to load data from two tables here, not one table. Got it? If I load data from two tables, what will happen? Tomorrow 100 employees are there. It will load you 100 records. You want 100? What do you want? You want only 4. What are the 4 departments only you want? Clear or not? Okay. And I cannot bind the department table to the model, to the view now. Why? All the EMPD is bound. So I cannot do that. So to resolve this problem, see, what you can bind to the view is only louder. You cannot bind any other thing to this. So that's why I'll go to this class here. In this class, I want to add one more property, man. One more property. What is that? A public list. Did you understand that? I'm adding a new property. What is the property? Departments. What is the property? Departments. What is the type? List of department. List of department. Right now, the departments is empty. The departments is empty. It doesn't have any value. It doesn't have any value. So if this department has values now, if this department has any value, can I bind this to my drop down? I'm sorry. If this departments have value, can I bind this to the drop down? That is the question. I'm just asking you. I'm not telling you. I'm just asking you. That's all. Let's discuss and do it. So what is it? I have a property here. What is the property? Which type? Can I bind this to my drop down now? So the drop down will show me all the values now. Are you getting me? Yes or not? Okay. So I can bind this to the drop down. I'll do it. Meanwhile, just a minute. Have a look on the code. Let's go to our controller. So view. And here, yeah, this is your drop down. This is your drop down. Have a look, all of you. What can you bind to a drop down? What can you bind to a drop down basically? I will list now. of louder. You can bind select list item, enumerable of select list item. So what is that select list item, sir? I tell you what that select list item means. One thing you got a clarity, you cannot bind a list of department. You can bind a list of select list item. What you can bind? List of select list item. So coming back, I'm removing this and I'm changing it just to select list item. And you'll be having a doubt, sir, what is select list item? Yeah, I did not explain you this about this earlier, but now let me tell you. Watch it. Drop down list is a collection of items. Am I correct? That is simple English. Drop down list is a collection of items. Each item of a drop down list, each item of a drop down list should be of type select list item. Listen carefully. What is it? Each item is of which type? Select list item type. Each item is of type select list. What is this, sir? Confusing. Clarify you. See, I want a list. I want a list that has some string values. List of string. Array, list of string. But imagine yourself, your entity is a string there. Your entity is a string. How many values a string can hold? Array, your entity is a string. How many values a string can hold? One value. Okay. Otherwise, tell me this one. What is the difference between list of string and the list of customer? Come on. In the first case, the items of the list will have one value only in it. Now, second case, the items of the list, each item is associated with multiple attributes now. So here you said strings. The name is strings. So suppose there are 10 strings now. Every string has one value. And here I'm giving you. There are 10 customers now. Every customer has one value. Huh? How many? Multiple values na? ID, name, job, balance, something different attributes now. Array, simply are simple type, complex type, man. Simple type, complex type. If I say each item of a drop-down list should be of type string, if I say like this, what is the meaning? Every item is one string or single value now. But without string, I'm telling you, means imagine it's a complex type. It is a complex type now. Why, sir? Why do we need a complex type? Tell me one thing. Your drop-down list will show what? Now you're going to place a drop-down list. What do you want to show in the drop-down? Department. Okay, department name. User selects a name now. Now in the click of the save button, the record should be inserted in the table. Am I correct? Can I insert department name in the employee table? Anything you have a blank space here or active, I can teach you. Get active first. Can I store department name in the employee table? What will store in the employee table? Then you're selecting name now. Where is ID? Show me. Name cannot be stored now. What should be stored? See now, this is a class which is a collection of attributes in it again. See, listen, every select list item is associated with 5 attributes. Every customer is associated with 10 attributes. Same way, select list item is associated with 5 attributes. Those are text, value, selected, checked, group. What is a text? Text indicates what should be shown to user. What should be shown to the user? Department name. What should be shown to user? Department name. Okay. When user selects a name, what should be stored in the database? Department ID. That is You learned in your Windows programming already, na? Selected member, value member, two values. But here, four are just bound. One is here, five. One is text. The second one means text is what is shown to user. What should I show to user? Show me all the names. But when you are picking, what should I pick from the table? Sorry, what should I pick from the drop down? Value and store in the table. What is selected? By default, the first item will be selected. No, yeah, I want the third item to be selected. I want the third item to be selected. That's a boolean. If you pass it through here, the third item gets selected now automatically now. Are you clear? Sorry, not checked here. Selected, enabled. Next one is enabled. What is enabled? Whether you want to show this value to the user or not. If I say true, it is shown to user. If false, not shown. Tomorrow, 10 items are there, man. One item is, for some reason, one department is closed. You can simply set the enable false and user cannot see that value now. Without deleting the whole, what you record to do? False. Same with group. You can group the items. You can group the items. Not important. These first four are important for us. What? Text, value, selected, group. And guys, even the first four are imported. You need to give only these two. Remaining all have default values. Remaining all have default value. What is the default value of selected? False. What is the default value of enabled? True. True. It is a true by default. Okay. So listen. When you want to add a value into the drop down list, how do you should add, look at the process. Select list item is equals to new select list item. Now text is equals to sales, value is equals to 10. Is equals to HR. Value is equals to 20. Marketing. Value is equals to 30. Production. Value is equals to, now add the four items now. How do you add? List of select list items is equals to new list of select list item. Sorry, I did not give a name here. Item 1, item 2, item 3, item 4. What do you do here? Item 1, item 2, item 3, item 4. Now add this to your drop down. What should I add to the drop down? Items should be added to the drop down. This type, select list item, list of select list item. Did you guys understand or not? Understood? What should I do first? Create these items. Now you'll have a doubt here. What is the doubt? Sir, you did not give a selected now. Selected is default false. So by default, first item is shown. But suppose if I say third item here, the third item I say selected is equals to true. What happens here? Default selection will be marketing. Understood or not? If I don't tell what the default selection, sales. But if I tell this, default selection is not sales. Default selection is marketing now. Okay, now? Next, same way, enabled. Enabled is equals to false. If I say enabled, default is true, guys. If I say false, what happens, this item is not shown currently. This item is not shown currently. What it shows? Sales, HR, production. It won't show marketing. If I don't give anything, everything will take its default value. Everything will take its default value. I'm sorry, this enabled, disabled, just a second here. I forgot it. Might be enabled or disabled. Just a minute. We'll create an instance here. Just, what is the class name? Select list item. item is equals to new select list item. Sorry guys, disabled. Property name is disabled. The opposite, that's all na. What is the default value? Disable false. Array, disable false, man. Disable false means enabled. By default, this is false. This is false. You see here, when you're creating an instance, you get all the list here. You got all the list here. Disabled, default is false. Selected, default is false. You need to give value only for text and value. No need. Remaining all will have default values. Are you getting me or not? Okay. Well, now just a second. Now understand. These items should be bound to my drop down list. Array, yeah, your name is items here. Can you give any name I like? I'm giving the name as departments. Any problem? Departments is which type? Clear? Array, that only done here. Just to see. See the property name. Louder. What is the type? List of, now I'll take this departments and I'll bind to my drop down now. So my drop down will show me the values. But this should have values, no sir. It has to get the values first, no? Are you getting my point or not? To get the values, let me go to Dal class and I'm writing a method. I'm writing a method. Watch it. Public. Sorry. I'm writing inside. Public list of select list item. The method name is get departments. Get departments. Okay, so get departments. Get departments will get you all the departments and return you in the form of a list. What you require to do now? List of select list items is equals to new list of select list item. Okay, create the instance of this class. Right now empty. Finally, return items. In between, can you add the values now? Array, you done it below, na? Same only. Here list of empty. Here list of selected list item. So first you created a empty list and you need to return that list now. You need to return that list now. Okay, for that, you just require to write the logic there. Actually, you don't need any loopings or anything, guys. Okay, yeah, watch it. How I'm doing. Look here, what you done first? Empty list. Here also, afterwards you return a loop and take it one by one value now. Watch, I'm doing the same thing. For each where department in DC dot. Did you understand or not? What did I do? One by one department I'm picking now. Next. Here you created instance of which class? EMPDPT. Here select list item. Item is equals to new select list item. Open the curly brace and come on, assign the value. What is it? Text is equals to department dot department name. Value is equals to department dot department ID. And what I said, remaining all are optional. Error coming here, sir. Yeah, value string type. Yeah, department ID is integer now. That's why we got the error. See there, I created an instance of the class now. Array, here also I passed the two only say. But here static. But here dynamic. I'm loading from the database table now. Finally, what you do? Items dot add item. If you correctly notice, this code, both are same only. But here, EMP DPT. Now let me go to controller. Now guys, can I do this? EMP dot departments is equals to DC dot, I'm sorry, val dot. Did you understand me or not? I'll debug and show you. Watch. Let me add a breakpoint here. Okay. Just a second. Let me add a breakpoint here. I'm running the add employees now. Run. Okay. Employee add employee. Look at this, all of you. What are you doing first? You're creating the instance of the class now. And watch, all the values are empty. Even the departments is also null only. Yes or not? See now in the next line what is happening. Now see all of you. Are you clearer or not? Sir, why are you assigning to the departments? Because that only can take the value to the view now. Only model can take the value to view. I cannot call this method. See, that departments I want to call the view. Not possible. Who can take values to view? Only your model has to take the values to the view now. That is why I assigned to the model. Remaining all I don't want. Why? I am going to enter this value. I want value only for departments. Now bind this departments to the combo box, sorry, your drop down list, and your drop down list show the values to you. Are you clear? Okay. So come on, let me do that. So let's create the drop down list now. And for the drop down list, I'm going to do the binding. So guys, observe it. How am I binding? Guys, drop down list for which company? What is that? You said you are going to bind the departments a list. You are going to bind. Yes, now also I'm telling I'm going to bind a list only. What is that? Array. User will select a value. When user clicks on the same, the selected value should go to department ID. The meaning of the particular thing is when the user clicks save, where the selected value should be taken into. The selected value should be taken into department ID now. And this is the list now. Model dot departments. You're getting all. By default, what is selected? First item. No, I don't want. Did you catch me? What is this? Default selection. This should be the default selection. Run, guys. Got it? Select DPT and no default selection now. Now see, I'm selecting sales. You want to take sales, huh? You want to take sales, huh? What do you want to take? ID. Now the ID should go department ID. So that is the first one. The first one is to do the selected value should be added to which property department ID. And this is the values to show. And this has optional label. What should be the label for you now? What's the label? Select department. Are you getting me or not? Why I'm doing it like this? Because I cannot call any DAL class methods from here. Anything you want to pass to the view should come through model only. That is why in the model, I added one extra property. I written a method in the DAL class, and that method is assigning values to the property, and the property is bringing and binding it to drop down list. Okay, now fine. What next? I added two more buttons here for save and reset. Finally, one action link to go back. Okay. Well, let's come to controller. Once let us add the breakpoint here. Now we are going to test with add employee. Run. Look, guys, before we do, shall I delete the existing records? I'll delete the existing records. Truncate table employee. Guys, what's the difference between delete and truncate? Truncate what? Delete. Both will do the same thing here. What are you telling? Both will do the same thing. That is not the reference at all. Truncate will reset the identity. Won't reset the identity. That is the difference. Both will delete. Delete from table name also deletes all the records. Truncate table also deletes all the records. But problem is, if I use a delete, what is the last record? 1004 now? The new record will be 1005 now. So delete a mass, still it is ended 1005. But now I done delete or truncate. Because a truncate identity is reset again and it will start from 1001 again. That is the difference between delete and truncate. Okay. Well, I'm entering value. Marketing department. Okay now? Yeah, guys, observe it. Click on. Now the values comes here. Now tell me, this data should be inserted only into the employee table, correct or not? You don't want to insert anything into department table. Am I right? Watch the man. In this, you got the values only into department ID, employee ID. Employee ID is 0, anything auto generation. Name, job, salary. See that. Department name doesn't have a value. Location doesn't have value. Not required for me because I'm not inserting into that. So departments is null. Why you want departments? I'm not binding them. I'm saving now. When I'm saving, I don't. What values are required for me? Employee ID, employee name, job, salary, department ID. Enough. You have values for all those things now. Now send them to the database. It will insert into your table. Is it clear? So to do that, write a method in the DAL class now. What method? Insert employee, public void insert employee. What are you passing? Okay, now do you remember the 3 steps to insert? Tell me. Create an instance of the model class into which you want to insert the record. Miss, which one? Employee. Yes or not? Employee. Second, all insert and submit and add it to the employees. Third, all submit changes. Correct? Huh? Write that clearly now. Create the instance, call insert and submit, and just to simply go for calling the submit changes. Guys, you have all 3 steps here. Watch carefully. What are you doing in first line? Open the mouth, man. Creating instance of the employee model. That is only now you want to insert. What are you passing? Name, job, salary, ID, status. Why status? If I don't pass status, default status will be false and will update false in the table. But what do you want in the result? So ID is auto generation. Don't worry, ID is generated. Second step, insert and submit. Third step, submit change. See guys, when I am working with my database, I again work with employee, not with employee. Is only for my model bindings and all the appropriate things. But when I'm interacting with the database, EMP won't come into picture. What comes? Employee. See, you can see all 3 steps what I explained you for inserting a record. Create the instance of the model class. Call insert and submit method. Call submit changes. This will insert the record into the table. Now tell me, can I call this method in my controller? What you do? Del dot insert employee, pass the EMP there, pass the EMP. Okay, once again, I will show you. Watch. First, let us start from the add employee. Just a minute. We'll start from display employees. Empty now. That's what I want to show you. It's empty now. Why? We deleted all the records in the table. Empty. Okay, now click on add. Come on, let's fill the data. Department marketing. Click on save. So observe. All the data first came to EMP DPT now. But here I don't require department name and I don't require location. Yeah, values are not there for them. What I'm doing, I'm passing it to the DAL. I'm passing it to the DAL. See now, what DAL received? The same thing, but here also you see name is not there, location is not there. And inside of it, you're initializing only these. What? Employee name, jobs, and you see, you did not initialize the department name, you did not initialize the location because I don't want them. I don't want them. And finally, we are calling insert on submit and we are calling submit changes. Not executed still, guys. Not executed still. Select star from employee. Check it out. No records in the table. Now again, submit. Got it. Is that clear, all of you? See now, what came here? Department ID. See, my model binding for the drop down list, I bound the DID only. So DID come here. I did not do the DNAME binding. I done DID binding. So DID was inserted in the database table. Yeah, come on, you can insert multiple records now. Add. Some name, Smith. Manager. I'll select a different department. Sales. Accounting. Are you guys clear? Okay. So like this, you keep adding up different records. The records. What next? View is done. View is completed. Add is completed. Edit. When you click on edit, what should happen? Empty view with data. View with data. You want to have it? Data. Come on. Upbreak. Upbreak. View result. Edit employee. What are you passing? Int employee ID. What you need to do now? You need to create EMP DPT. EMP is equals to val dot get employee of EID. Guys, carefully listen. Now I call DAL dot get employee. Is it going to get the DAL and fill all the 6 properties, 6 or 7? What? ID, name, job, salary, department ID, department name, location. 7. Is it going to load all the 7 or not? Yes, all the 7 are loaded. Okay. But see, all the 7 are loaded. I'm passing the view. But now also, what about the drop down? Now also drop down has to get the data now. Required or not required? Now also drop down requires the data to be coming now. So what to do? EMP dot, same guys, departments is equals to DAL dot get departments. Now also I should call it. What is the difference is here, empty record and assigning only departments. Here, not empty record here. Data is there and also you're passing the departments. Why, sir? Ray also wants to change the department here. He's a sales manager and want to be changed into marketing manager now. I want to change it now. Now also drop down has to show me all the departments now. Am I right or wrong? Okay, that is why we are passing. I'll debug and show you. I'll debug and show you. First, there is add view. Right click, add view. Now, at the rate model MVC with link 3 dot models dot empdept. Guys, you remember this view is as the same as an add employee view. Let me copy everything as it is. Paste here. We need to make some changes here. I'll do it. Okay. You are calling which method? Because our method names are different. Edit opposite of writing update, not edit post. Okay, that's it. Comma controller employee. Next, guys, you don't want a employee ID, but now in the edit mode, don't you need to show the employee ID? Array for insert employee ID is auto generation, no need anything, but for edit, don't you require to show an employee ID? Required na. So let me add you that also. What? Employee ID. But this should be editable or non-editable? Comma, new was at the rate read only is equals to true. Clear? Now come to here, guys. Now look at this carefully. Drop down list. We are doing all these things. Now also you're doing the same binding now. But tell me now, what should be the true false selection? Select department of old department value. Old department value, it should not be select department. So let me not pass this now. Let me not pass it. If I pass it again, what will come? Select department will come. Understood or not? Okay. And next, one more thing. What we discussed, like reset is not required. And in the place of it, we need a cancel. So this should be here. And what is the caption? Cancel is the caption. Okay, let me run and show you. Display employees. Why you want location, man? Location not required. Location is not coming. You are not inserting into department table. Why do you want location now? Now you are inserting employee table. When you are inserting an employee table, why you need a name and why you need a location now? What you need is only ID. Okay, watch this. Smith. Edit. When I click edit, all of that. This is what I want to explain. I'm not creating a blank model object. I'm creating a model object with values. Look. In add, I saw all are empty now. Now see, departments is null here. But you need values for department also. So I'm filling that in the next line. See now. Clear or not? Now these all values are assigned to the text box and departments will show you the 5 departments now. Default selection will be sales. Default selection will be sales. Why, sir? Why? The current employee belongs to sales department only. Correct or not? See there. It did not show select department now. What is it showing you? Sales. Why? The current employee belongs to sales department only now. So what it shows is sales. Hope you guys are clear? Yes or not? See now, it loaded you all the old values as it is. One more. We'll try again. What is 1003? Accounting, right? Edit. Accounting. 1004. Finance. Are you getting correctly? Tomorrow, give me a chance. Na? What chance? I can change the department. That's why I'm showing you all the values again, telling you if you want change now. Okay, now? Fine. Now click on the save button. So go to Dal class. Come on, guys, please tell me the steps for update now. Public void update employee. Tell me the steps for update. Create a reference employee EMP is equals to DC dot employees dot single. I said you can call any of the single or default, anything else. If you want, I'll show you single or default. E lambda expression E dot employee ID is equals to OBJ dot employee ID. Second step, overwrite the old values of the new values. EMP dot ename is equals to OBJ dot ename. EMP dot job is equals to OBJ dot job. EMP dot salary is equals to OBJ dot salary. EMP dot department ID is equals to OBJ dot department ID. Anything else? Anything else? That's all. For values only. Sir, what about status? Array, current. You are assigning to the old record. In old record, status is true only. Debug and see, you will notice. Come on. Oh, I did not write update method still. Let me write the update method. Help me, please. Public redirect route result update employee EMP DPT EMP. Okay, what you'll do? Val dot update employee EMP and return redirect to action display employees. Okay, so guys, I'm telling you, when you're writing the code, also debug, man, debug. Just to check it out, each and every flow of the code. What is coming, what is happening, everything, debug it. Don't blindly write up the code and just output coming, you're happy about the output. That's not. You need to follow flow first. Today, if I give you a new table and new thing, you should be prepared to write the logic. Okay, come on, let us change this manager sales now. I want to change them to accounting now. Okay, now edit. Change to accounting. Click save. See, guys. Department number new is 30. Old one 20 or now it is 30. Name not required for me. I'm not inserting in the employee table. What is important? ID is important. That's all for me. Okay, now let us go to F11. Check it out. Old values are coming first. See the old values, guys. What is the old name? Smith. New name? Smith only. No problem. What about job? New one? Same. Old salary, 50,000. New one? Old department. New department. Yes, this is modified. You asked for status now. Check out that status is already true only. That is why I did not touch it. Status is already true in the database. No, why should I modify it again? No, it's true. Okay. ID we are not modifying. Status we are not modifying. So F5. Foreign key reference already has value exception. Just a second. Where is it failing? Is it not allowing to modify the foreign key? Just a minute. Edit. Work in don't know what happened. And I think it's here. It should work. Where it's still, I don't know. Yeah, modified C30. Okay, now I'll say edit and I want to modify him to sales. See now, step C, 20 became 30, 30 became 20. Anything you can modify. Okay. Where it said did not understand, something got wrong. Okay, but you're able to update now. What next? Very simple now. We already talked about delete. Can you tell me the delete method in DAL class? I'm leaving it to you. Come on, tell me. Public void delete employee. What should I pass? ID. Int employee ID. What is the first step? Create a reference employee emp is equals to dc dot employees dot. Shall I use now first or default? This also will work. E lambda expression e dot eid is equals to eid. And what I said here, you need to update only one thing. What is that? emp dot status is equals to false. dc dot submit changes. Finish. dc dot submit changes. Finish. We are done with this. Okay. And you can go to the front end and you can call it now. Go to employee controller. Fine. Public. Redirect to route result. Delete employee in the employee ID. Tell me, DAL dot delete employee and pass the employee ID. No need any view for this now. No need any view for this. Okay, run. And initially, there are the 4 records in the table. All the 4 are in active status. And what should happen now is only change the status. I want to delete 102. Delete. Confirmation. Cancel doesn't perform any action. Okay. Delete it. Go to database. Verify. Status 0. Is it clear? I know my department in all the scenarios, but I will not insert into department. I will not update in the department. I will not delete in the department. But when I'm publishing the data to department is important for me now. In insert and update also, department is important. Otherwise, I will see the department IDs now. Got my point or not? That is the reason for designing a separate model class called EMP-DEPT. You notice all geobinding is done with EMP-DEPT only. But when we interacted with the database in the DAL class, we never used EMP-DEPT. What we used? Employee and department. We used employee and department. While fetching, inserting, updating, we actually dealt with employee model, department model. So are you guys clear how to work with multiple models in your application now? This is a process to deal with multiple models in your application. Are you clear? Guys, with this, we completed link to SQL. We completed link to SQL. And tomorrow, we are going to start with entity framework, link to entities. Okay, let's stop here. We'll meet tomorrow.